Hey y'all, Sunday Funday out here in the side by side. It's Miss Mandy, just keeping it real here. And why is it Sunday Funday? Well, I'll tell you. I don't know how you all were raised. I was raised in a God fearing household, and I was told from the time I was a small child that on the seventh day he rested. So, up here in my neck of the woods on Sundays, we have fun. We don't plan anything, we don't obligate ourselves to anything. And so, right now, while I've got you with me, we're going to go for a little walk and we're going to feed the deer because it's been real cold up here lately. And so, we got to give the deer something to eat. So, welcome to my property. We're going to go for a little stroll. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm not sure how well these little microphones work in the great outdoors. It's mighty cold out here today. I don't know what the temperature is like where you guys are watching from, but it's about minus 20, minus 25, somewhere around there. I don't know. And does that bother me? No. You know why? Because it's Sunday Funday. We don't have any plans. We don't have anywhere we have to be. Yes, I'm out here in cow print pajamas because why wouldn't I be out here in cow print pajamas? Speaking of Fun Day Sunday, I was thinking earlier, I wish that things would go back to the way that they were when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I don't know if it's the same with y'all or wherever you're watching from, but when I was a kid, everything was closed on Sundays. Sunday was a day for family, a day for friends, a day for rest, a day to spend time at home and do the things that you want to do around your house. So I would love it to get back to that. Enough of this, got to run here, got to run there. No, this is where it's at, right here, outside, feeding the deer, up here in my neck of the woods. It's a good way to live, Why do we have to be running around everywhere and shopping and doing all these things and spending monies on Sundays when we could be spending time on our properties, spending time with our family, spending time with our friends? I have a beautiful rabbit stew cooking right now up there in the house where it's nice and warm. Gonna feed these deer. We're just gonna dump this little bag of corn out on the ground down here because, they get pretty darn cold this time of year. So got to help them out a little bit. You can hear my dogs up there in the background. Up on top of the hill, that's the homestead up there. I'll walk back across this field. Snow's getting a bit deep. Not too bad. I've seen it worse. But hey, it's Canada. So, it is what it is. But, I wish could we not just maybe think about getting back to some traditional values? Sundays should be a time for faith, friends, family, spend time with the people you love. Forget about the commercial stuff. Forget about going here and going there and buying this stuff and that stuff and arguing about who needs what from where and how much shit costs. Sorry about the language. But yeah, let's get back to that. It's much more enjoyable. It doesn't look all that enjoyable right now. I'm kind of half frozen, but that's okay because I'm going to take my butt in my pajamas and I'm going to hop back into this snow removal machine here I've got, make my way back up to the house, maybe plow the driveway, maybe not, maybe sit and have a nice cup of coffee. Could be a good idea. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Sunday Funday. And in the nature of Sunday Funday, I like to spread a little bit of good news. I have an app on my phone that only gives me good news feeds, which is a fantastic idea. If anybody hasn't tried it, I recommend that you do. Start your day off with some good news for a change. So instead of all the chaos that's going on in the world, I did find an article out of California, I guess last week sometime. House caught fire, tragic story. But in the midst of that tragedy, a UPS driver ran into the burning house and carried a 101-year-old woman out to safety. Can you imagine? 101 years old. He just dropped everything. He was making deliveries in the area and he saw the house was on fire and he went in there, no thought for himself, carried a woman to safety. God bless you. Good job. I hope there's more people like that around that would actually go out of their way to help another person. We need more of that. We need a lot more of that. Well, I'm going to climb back into this luxury piece of equipment, make my way back up to the house, do a little snow plowing, and enjoy this beautiful snowy day up here in Canada. Love y'all. Hope you have a great day. Peace and love. Like and subscribe. Bye.